health lessons today, and the first lesson we're going to go through is the what would you do lesson. So we are going to explain and analyze the influence of personal values and beliefs on individual health practices and behaviors. So students will be able to, during this lesson, identify personal values and beliefs, analyze situations to determine how factors include personal values might influence behaviors, and apply the skill cues in real-life situations. All right, so I'm going to have you all take out a piece of paper and write 3 people or items that are very important to you, and think of people or items that make the world better because they are in it or it is in it. So go ahead and take that piece of paper out. Austin, Andrew, let's get back to the lesson. Let's take a piece of paper out. Let's write 3 people. Well, then you can look around you. Look to borrow a piece of paper if anyone around you has one. If you don't have a piece of paper, you could look to do it on your laptop. That's totally fine with me. If it's fine with you. I'll give you a little bit to do that. All right. All right, how's it going over here? Good? Oh, yeah. Awesome. Got 3 people? 3 people or things. Now, it can be an item, like I said. It doesn't have to be 3 people. Good. Doing good, boys? All right, get that done. Just take out a piece of paper, write 3 people. We'll then borrow something from someone next to you. Doing good over here? Yep. Awesome. Good, Mason? All right. Ethan, you good? Yeah, I got mine. All right, Tyler, you got it? All right, Johnny, good? Yep. All right. All right, now a raise of hands. Can I have someone share one thing and why they chose it? I have a raise of hand. All right, Kelly, what's going on? Awesome. So they make your world better because they are in it. All right. All right, so in previous lessons, we have been covering the importance of external influences on health behaviors. So now we will take a look at the internal influences. So as students are reflecting on their own values and beliefs, we're going to use some real-world examples to discuss how personal beliefs and values can influence your behavior. So I have a worksheet for everyone, so I'm going to look to pass that out. Jay, can I have you pass out to the other side of the room for me? Help me out. Get that going. There you go. Now, let me take some more. How many more? That's probably fine. Here you go. All right, so this worksheet for you all is a My Values and Belief worksheet. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that out real quick. Ask just some of your values, some of your beliefs, and what you believe, and why you believe it. All right, Ethan, let's stop drawing. We don't need this whiteboard, so I'm going to take that right from you. Yep, it says the values, or what values are on the piece of paper, so make sure you just read the directions. And it also says what beliefs are. So I'll give you about 5 minutes to complete that worksheet. Get that done. And then we'll share some of our answers.
One of my values is my health.
And your impact on your health. You could do something like you like going to the gym. So your value could be going to the gym, right? Or working out, and what impact that has on your health. There you go. What do you got going on, Dill? Thinking? All right. Awesome. Getting it down. Good job, everyone. Hey, Tyler, make sure we're writing on the worksheet. All right. Good over here. Awesome. All right. I love the brainstorming that's going around from everyone. It's totally okay to collaborate with a partner on this. That's totally fine. Okay.
We doing the bottom too?
Doing good? Yeah, make sure you fill out the bottom too. Just what you believe and how it could affect your health. So that's that influence on your health and some of those internal influences that I was talking about earlier. All right. So I'm gonna have, like I said before, we're gonna have another raise a hand. We're gonna have some sharing going on right here. So can I have a raise a hand? Can someone tell me one of their values? One of their values. Austin. Okay, so Austin, his value is honesty. Now, can you tell me how that impacts your health?
Being like self-aware of what you're doing.
Okay, so that's an internal influence because it comes within him and is his own value. Now, an external influence would be something on the outside in the environment. So obviously that is within him. So it is an internal influence in what we're talking about today. Now, Dylan, can you give me one of your values?
I say eating healthy.
Okay, so tell everyone, and some people might have the same one. That's totally fine. But tell everyone why that impacts your health.
I would just say disease control.
Okay.
Help balance your cortisol level.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a super good one. Connor, can you give me one?
I wrote down being outdoors. I value that because it improves my overall well-being.
Awesome. That's a super good answer. Nice brainstorming, everyone. We're going to move on to the next slide. All right. So, like my friend John Quinones, I will be asking the question, what would you do? All right. So, we're going to watch some short clips and answer a few little questions on internal health behavior. All right.
Right away, these women have our God on their radar.
So like when you get this tired and worn out from drinking, like kind of pick it back up, you know? Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
I think you should try it before you judge it.
I don't know. Trying to drink is try it.
After observing, really like no big deal.
They engage.
Your mind says no, follow your mind. Because I'm talking to her, drinking wine too, if you're taking pills and drinking wine.
The guys try a new approach, arguing that the women are too old to understand.
Our generation, what we do? I think that because you're younger, you just and anybody else is not old.
All right. So that was John Quinones at the end, everyone. So that was an internal influence. Can someone raise their hand and tell me why they believe that that was an internal influence and not an external influence? What are we thinking? Jimmy, you got anything? Why it was an internal influence? Yeah, why was her decision to not drink and take the Adderall pill? Because the whole video was on students' peer pressure to abuse Adderall. So the people, her friends were asking her to take some Adderall while they were drinking or out for drinks. She didn't want to. That is her choice, right? That's not the outside choice. That is her choice. That is an internal influence. So that is why that is an internal influence. Now, with a partner beside you, I want you to come up with an answer to these questions. First, we're going to go. Yeah, Dylan, what's up?
I have a question. Is that internal because she didn't want to do it?
Yeah.
But it's an external influence because with her
It's
friends trying to.
It's an internal influence because it is her choice. Now, if it was an external influence, it would be, she wouldn't have a choice almost. That's more of like having the outside have to do with something to influence her to take it. You know what I mean? The internal is her choosing, her choice, and what she wants to do with her own body. Yeah.
I think I'm just confused if that's internal, if she's being peer pressured, that's not considered external, is it peer pressure? But what is an example of external if that's not?
The peer pressure might be external. I'm not totally sure. That's a great question.
Okay.
Yeah. But it kind of went on the lines of they just wanted to show the internal influence going on her choice. And that's basically what the internal influence is trying to tell everyone. That's your choice. Just like the people in your life and your values and beliefs that we were going on earlier are that's why Kelly's values and beliefs are different than your values and beliefs, because it's personal to you. All right, so with a friend, with a partner around you, you are going to answer, what would you do in that situation if you were the bystander? If you were sitting at a table and you're listening, you're eavesdropping on the table talking about doing Adderall, and the person just doesn't want to, what would you do? Go ahead and talk for a little bit.
If they were like shoving her, I would just say,
All right. If I can bring the attention back to me, we're going to move on to clip number 2. And this is about a single mother that cannot afford food. All right, so we're going to watch this real quick. Just going to watch a little clip of it. And then I'll explain it after.
And our mom has been saving up to treat her kids to a birthday meal.
Hey guys.
Right, that one worked.
Yes, one big meal, and for the kids. That's for all of us. Thank you.
When our daughter begins to badmouth the budget,
I don't want to split my meal. It's not fair.
it catches the attention of this family.
This is all mommy can afford right now, okay? I don't want to split my meal.
They listen discreetly from their table.
Because we have to put the quesadilla. Can we at least get cake? Yeah. No, honey. It's a treat enough that we're out here together for your brother's birthday, okay? Okay.
But when our kids step away, oh, here we go. Something's happening here. Something's happening. This mother's heart is too big for her not to share.
Don't cry, sweetie. Don't cry. They don't understand. I'm gonna take care of them. You don't have to cry no that. Don't worry about it.
All right. All right. So obviously you saw that mother came up to the mother that couldn't afford it, paid for their dinner. Now it is an external influence that the mother obviously doesn't have enough money to pay for the meal, but it is her choice that they're only going for one meal. She's budgeting. She's trying to save money. Now, again, with a partner close to you, you're going to answer the question: what values or influences in your life do you think affect that lady's decision to pay for them? What would you do, and what values would affect that decision in your life to help her out or to not help her out? That is up to you. So go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, definitely not. Like that is something I would do. Like if I was working, like if this ever was and I heard, like even if I was working at the time and I heard that, I'd be like, no, it's not more expensive.
I think I'd still yeah, I'll feel like not I think I'd do it morality, you know. Just do something good to someone. Make me feel good, you know. I feel like also money comes to good or something like that.
All right.
Something that's happened to me, like when you have other people do stuff.
All right, everyone. Awesome. Way to collaborate with a partner. That's super awesome. We're going to move on to lesson 4. This lesson is titled The Perception versus Reality. So in this lesson, students will be able to explain how the perception of health problem shapes the personal beliefs and behaviors, and also analyze the influence of perceptions and norms on behavior and beliefs. All right, so we're going to do a little activity here. All right, so if everyone else is doing it, now you don't have to necessarily write this down. We can just think about it right quick. If everyone else is doing it, does that mean that you should be doing it as well? So that means if I'm on a bridge with Dylan, we're crossing a bridge. I decide to jump off because it's deep enough. I go a little bridge jump, cliff jump type of deal, and I jump in. Does that mean Dylan has to jump in as well? No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. If it's dangerous and I'm not sure of what's on the bottom, That's definitely not a very safe thing to do. Now, say you're taking a test. Owen's cheating. He's blatantly cheating. Now Jimmy's right next to him. Should Jimmy cheat too? Jimmy should not cheat. Jimmy should not cheat. No. The right answer is definitely not. All right. So I want you to get out another piece of paper. It could be that same paper as last time. It could be the back of the perception or the my beliefs and values sheet. But I just want you to have a little paper just to write some stuff down. All right, we're going to do a little activity right here on perceptions versus reality. So I'm going to give you a little health-based substances, circumstances in the world, and then you're going to guess the percentage of the world that it affects. Then I'm going to give you the reality of it, and we'll see how many people get close within the range, and just see actually how many people it affects, because it will shock you. Some of it will shock you. All right. So these are the perceptions. So we're going to start out with childhood obesity in the United States. So if everyone could think, brainstorm their percentage, what percentage do you think of children in the United States are obese? So you write that down. And give me a big thumbs up when you got that down so I know that everyone's all good. Awesome. All right, now we're going to move down to alcohol use among college students in the past 30 days. So what do we think that is? And that's going to be another big thumbs up for me when you are all finished writing that percentage down. Yep, that 30 days, that's the past month. All right. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go to vaping. Vaping in the past 30 days or a month, how many people are vaping?
People in the world or in college?
This one's in the world. All right, just keep it to yourself. Just write down the percentage. That's all. That's all I need. All right, we're going to move down to students who experience high stress levels. Not just in Salisbury University, Kelly, but I should have done that one. That would have been fun. But this is the whole entire world. A little bigger scale. And then students who exercise regularly. So exercising regularly means 3 or more times a week. I guess so. I don't know how it works either. I'm not going to lie. And then another big thumbs up after we all got that one. Awesome. All right, we're going to move down. Okay, so the first one, childhood obesity in the United States. That is going to be 19.7%. I know. Not as much as I thought. Not as much as I thought, and that is according to the CDC. All right, so if you can write the right answer right next to it, that would be awesome. So you can just see the perception, your perception versus the actual reality, and how it kind of sways a little bit. All right, the next one. That's going to be 29% of college students used alcohol in the past month. That is collegedrinkingprevention.gov. You got to think of all those people that are staying in all the time. I know. I'm not going to lie, they were a lot lower than I thought they would be. I'm not going to. Hey. All right. The next one. So this is vaping. So 87.6% of vapors use e-cigarettes. 38.4% use an e-cigarette on the last 20 of the last 30 days, and 26.3 use an e-cigarette every day. So it's going to be that 26.3. Yep, so that is according to the CDC. All right. So the next one, we're going to go on stress. So 45% of people say that they are stressed almost every day. So pretty high, but also not as high as I would think. And then last one, we're going to go up, all the way up to 51.1%. The last one.
3 days a week.
Yeah, the last one was exercising regularly 3 or more times a week. So that's going to get up to 51.1% of people are exercising regularly. And that doesn't mean just gym. That doesn't mean just going to the gym. I mean, we almost exercise every day, walking around in class, dancing. That's a part of exercising. All right. Thank you, everyone, for participating. I love the brainstorming today. That was a great job.